Hey guys, we're going to do something fun today. We're going to be looking through a 1970s Craft Hostess Awards recipe book. There's some fun, not only recipes, but pictures in here. So let's take a little walk down memory lane together. Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Antiquing Adventures, where I share the vintage treasures I find in thrift stores and antique malls. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me. So I'm going to read you a little bit on the inside to explain what brought this about here. Kraft established the Hostess Awards as an allied competition of America's Junior Miss. Through this activity, Kraft encourages awareness of good food, nutrition, and menu planning among the young women participating on the state and national levels of the program, and also offers them an opportunity to win cash scholarship awards for their efforts. This recipe book contains national award-winning parties created by junior misses over the past few years. Entertaining, like art, is a form of self-expression. Each party represents an individual approach to entertaining and includes menus, recipes, decorations, and activities. So this book would either have been from 75 or 76, because here we see the 1975 Colorado Junior Miss and Kraft National Hostess Award winner is Miss Deborah Anderson. Hey Deborah, got a great 70s look going on there, and if you're watching, congratulations on your win. So Deborah came up with a Mad Hatter theme, which included dormouse prizes, decorations of grinning balloons, and absurd signposts pointing nowhere. And then here you see her menu, which we can see in this picture here. So she made a cake like a hat. I think people were supposed to wear funny hats, fried chicken, and then all these different hors d'oeuvres. So that was the winning party here. We're not going to go through everything. I just want to hit some highlights that stood out to me. This one, what stood out to me was this casserole. First of all, let's talk about this though. You know, in the 60s and 70s, lots of unfortunate things happened with gelatin. So this is like some weird mix of orange juice, mayo, cheese, and something else. I feel like if you move that plate, it's going to jiggle in a really unfortunate way. But this is a crab and shrimp casserole. Not a fan of shrimp, but the crab sounds great. It's crab and the shrimp, green pepper, parsley, rice, frozen peas, chopped onion, something called white sauce mix. I assume that's something akin to Alfredo sauce, maybe? A cup of mayo, salt, and pepper. That sounds really creamy and delicious. I would probably have to add cheese because, you know, cheese. Here we have a fair-themed party, but here's what stood out to me about this. Look at this, you guys. Is this not the coolest thing? This is their salad. So you've got your lettuce in the middle and all your toppings around the edge and a matching pitcher for the dressing. Anyone seen one of these before? Do you know who made it? I just think that it was really neat. These, I thought that was asparagus. It's not. These are called a wiener go round, and I'm just going to leave that name right there. We're not going to touch that, but it's basically a hot dog with all the toppings wrapped in a homemade tortilla. Here's one that's a theater theme party, and this recipe stood out. It's called Theatrical Turnovers. Onion, celery, margarine, flour, salt, pepper, milk, turkey, parsley. That's going to be your filling, and then you create this, it looks like you add cheese and sour cream to it, and then you're going to create a pastry to surround that. So here's what they are. Don't those look good? Kind of like a precursor to Hot Pockets. I thought that sounded really good. This was an orchestra-themed party. Again, look at this dish, you guys. Look at that server. That is just freaking awesome. I want that. Anyone seen one of these before? If you know anything about it, drop a comment below. More Jell-O salad. I thought these were surely black olives, which wouldn't be that surprising for the time period, but no, they're actually blueberries. It's a berry layered salad, so relatively safe as far as salads go. And then this is another recipe I thought was really neat. It's called Morning Pumpkin Roundabouts. And here's your ingredients: margarine, sugar, eggs, pumpkin, flour, baking soda, salt, baking powder, cloves, all the pumpkin seasonings, walnuts, maraschino cherries. But you bake this in cans, which is so cool. And then you slice them, and it looks like you put some cream cheese in the middle. Those look really interesting, don't they? That's a fun thing to make. Here's an Old West themed party, and this caught my eye mainly because it's smothered in cheese, and anything smothered in cheese looks good to me. This is Judge Roy Bean's Chicken Done Justice, and it's chopped cooked chicken, shredded cheese. You cut up a jar of tamales, a can of tomatoes, can of corn, and some olives and some chili sauce. You just throw all that together, except for 1 cup of the cheese, throw it in a baking dish, bake it, throw the remaining cheese on there until it melts. Tell you what, that is my kind of cooking. And then here's all of the other winners. I assume from different states, or maybe these were runners up from the competition. But that's it. I enjoyed flipping through this book, and I hope you guys did too. If you like these recipe book flip throughs, let me know in the comments. Also, if you have ideas for future videos, always let me know that. And I will see you on my next adventure.